With the war in Ukraine, should I speak louder? Can you hear me fine?
Maybe.
Okay, with the war in Ukraine happening right now,
Mhm.
is it like, do you think it's a good idea that we're like giving them money currently? Do you think we should send more money? Or do you like, is it even a good idea to give more, like within like troops, even like manpower, like actually get involved in a war?
Yeah. I mean, that's a great question. I think that's a question that doesn't have like a direct answer, unfortunately. It's one of like we have actually so the Cost of War project was always looking at the post 9/11 wars, but I'd say that the Ukraine Russia conflict is really, departing from that, and we've started to expand. But so we actually had a paper that came out about like de-escalation in Russia. And so in terms of like funding that war, it's so hard because I think there are nonviolent negotiation tactics and um like I said earlier, like things that have historically been effective in um, you know, like minimizing or lessening the conflict. But now that we've got to this point, it's just a really complex issue. I think that there's been a lot of discussion, not so much just from costs of war, but like kind of just there's been like a big public discussion around um, if it's worth continuing to like bump up the Pentagon budget and increase the Pentagon budget um, in kind of like the excuse that is being used is like for Ukraine. Whereas I think a lot of that is kind of, like I said, like an excuse. I'm not quite sure that it's the best idea to continue just like throwing money at the Pentagon. Um, but again, it's just so hard because, like, of course, these are human lives that we're talking about, and these are people's um, like identities and lived experiences. And um, at the end of the day, it is just such a complex issue. I don't think any of us would say it's great to like spend more money towards war. Of course, the like goal is peace and no war. Um, but it's just unfortunately too complex of a situation for me to like give a quick answer on.